I know that you deserve the best, and I can't keep treating you like I treat the rest. Baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many girls I can't even name. Baby, I'm ready. Baby, I'm ready. All of my love, baby. Baby, not just a little bit. I wanna give you all of it. Baby, I know that you need more than you. And y'all won't prepare for that, huh? That R&B right there for your ass. That jail alert. Yeah. You didn't think I was gonna pull up with that on, huh? But anyways, that's the type of vibe that I've been on all day. That's that old R&B, man. Oh man, he put some soul on that, boy. This is your baby. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many loves I can't. Anyways, welcome to the Off the Cuff Radio live stream, man. What y'all know about that, son? What y'all know about that R&B right there? That jail alert. God rest the dead. Woo! But anyways, I wanted to jump on here for a while, but to chop it up with y'all, get y'all what's been going on. We was gonna do the streaming with my homegirl Remedy, but she had some personal issues to take care of, so we're gonna definitely come back live next week on the Instagram. We're gonna still do the live then. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be here with y'all. Just read the title, say it ain't so. Yes, that's why I'm on right now. I wanted to give a live about this. I'm gonna give y'all some good game about this, cause this happens more than you imagine. Now, don't play that 90s R&B. You trying to get somebody pregnant. Nah, son. But sometimes you gotta give people that essence music. You know what I'm saying? I call that essence music because it takes you back to a point of time in your life where communication was very simple. Get that these women was very simple. They won't complicate it like it is now. I mean, if you game related and you were born with it in your bones, then it's easy for you still to adapt. But these niggas today, they got it hard. So I had to throw a little monkey wrench into the situation, throw a little intro there. But here's why I'm here, the topic at hand. See, this is what I like to do. See, a lot of niggas, they go up there, they just talk 10, 15 minutes. I just get to the script. I get straight to the point. That's why y'all like Off the Cuff Radio live stream. So here it is. Young Buck, named David Brown. I'm going to read it from allhiphop.com. He said, the music catalog, rap star Young Buck will be selling his catalog to satisfy his debts on the ongoing bankruptcy case. Will 50 Cent end up owning the rapper's music? The music catalog of David Darnell Brown, probably known as Young Buck, is heading to the auction block as part of the plan to satisfy his creditors, including 50 Cent. This move comes after a series of financial difficulties that forced the rapper to seek bankruptcy protection in early 2020. AllHipHop.com can confirm that the catalog comprises performance royalties, mechanical royalties, publishing royalties, and song copyrights were valued at $700,000 via Songvest, a brokerage firm specializing in selling music royalties. Trustee Erica R. Johnson believes that this catalog would generate sufficient funds to pay off his creditors, including 50 Cent, who Young Buck reportedly owns $250,000 to. Damn, how the hell he ended up owing 50 so much money? Did he have his own label? I'm gonna break that down in a minute. As a part of the plan, Songvest will be engaged to facilitate the sale to a private network of approximately 30 investors. The financial woes of Young Buck, who filed for bankruptcy in January 2020, have been well documented. Whew. Live stream from New Orleans. What up, brother? What's good, homie? What's good? The filing came after a tremendous 2019, which saw the rapper spending time in jail and grappling with significant debts, including child support and obligations to the IRS. His financial situation was further complicated with 50 Cent claimed Young Buck never delivered 2 albums under his deal with G Unit and never paid back a $250,000 loan. Damn. In July 2021, the rapper was accused of withholding royalty statements from ASCAP and hiding 35,000 paid out to his publishing company, Mouthful of Ice. Additional allegations surfaced suggesting that Young Buck failed to report significant income received post-bankruptcy, including $108,000 from Sound Exchange, over $32,000 from Selecto Hits, and upwards of $47,000 in royalties from Universal Music Publishing. As the bankruptcy proceedings continue, the trustee maintained that these funds rightfully belong to the bankruptcy estate and should be used to pay off Young Buck's debt. Damn, Buck. If approved by the court, Young Buck's catalog could fetch almost $1 million, with the broker set to receive 10% of the gross proceedings from the sale. Upon finding a buyer, the trustee will seek court approval on the sale followed by separate notion. Damn. That's sad to read right there, man. That's really sad to read right there because I'm going to give y'all this. I'm going to answer your question about that, but Young Buck owning his label. See, what happens with that is these labels are really given to artists as a gift, as a token of appreciation, Like, let's say, for example, you sell a certain amount of records, the labels will give you your own label to run. Like Nas with Ill Will Records. Like you sell a certain amount of records, they'll give you a label, and you can name it whatever. Cause it's like kind of like a tax write-off. You've seen it with every rapper that almost in the 90s that blew up. They got a label. Eminem, Shady, Nas, Ill Will. They tried to get the game on Black Wall Street. Who else? Ludacris, DDP. A lot of them had labels because that's the label gave them was a reward for selling those records. But see, Young Buck, on the other hand, he was just now really not really understanding how to run a label. Like he barely, as you can tell, could run what's going on with his career. So let alone running a label. And plus, that was the original plan for G Unit. And originally, that was going to be an olive branch off the G Unit label. Like the original plan was probably to have this thing operated like the Five Families, like with Waka Flocka with Brit Squad Monopoly. I read up on stuff like that because the label gave them an imprint. Exactly, that's what it is. Like when you start selling a certain amount of records as an artist, they'll give you an imprint as a reward, and so that gives you an opportunity to probably make extra money. Now, it's a challenging thing. It's very challenging. Running a label is not what people think it is. You got to come with already a business mind, which a lot of artists don't have. They come with the artist mind. So they come in with they got to transition that self, and it's very hard. It's very difficult. I know y'all remember when Mac 10, he had Who Banging Records. Now, on paper, Who Banging Records had a lot of talent. It had MC8, it had Silhouette, it had Technique, it had CJ Mack, the Comrades, Relatives, who else? Children of the Ghetto. There was somebody else up there. Who else he had up there? He had a roster. He had a West Coast roster. But he found out that it's a lot of headaches. Because he signed a lot of niggas off his hood. You know what I'm saying? He signed a lot of niggas out of his block. Now, the veterans, you notice this, the veterans from CJ Mack and MC8, they had releases off Who Banging. The rest of these niggas, nah. Not Children of the Ghetto, because if you look at that story, wow, them niggas was wild. And big shout out to my man Technique. He got caught up in the foil, unfortunately. He got caught up in that label mumble jumble, and plus Priority was always on those way out the door anyway. So Mac went ahead and did that deal with Cash Money to save his neck, and basically he still kept the Who Bringing imprint, but he didn't really sign nobody afterwards. He didn't really focus on it like that because he figured out that damn it, running a label is not what it's cracked out to be. He's better off in that artist lane. Some people could go ahead and do it automatically, like Master P. He can come in and do it. JD, P Diddy, Baby, all those guys came in with the imprint, with the mindset of running a business, 50 included. But see, with the artists, they don't know how to transition it like that. They only know how to operate from an artist lenses. And this is what happened with Young Buck. Young Buck, Cashville Records had some potential. Like he signed Sibo and he signed the Outlaws. But he couldn't really do nothing with them. I thought it was a strange signing to me. I thought it was a strange sign considering that Sibo was independent and the Outlaws were considered independent. It was a weird signing to me, but I guess they wanted to use that platform to reach a different audience, or reach the Southern audience, so to speak, because see, that Southern sound was huge at the time, so I guess they wanted to tap in on that. But he had that up and running, and then when things start come crashing down was when that phone call leaked. When 50 taped that nigga crying on the phone, it was over for Buck, man. It was over for him. He was crying on the phone about his taxes and stuff. It was never the same. It was never the same at all. Like when he was crying on the phone, all the diss records he did, it didn't really matter to the general public. Now, I feel personally that was not a cool move. Like I felt that 50 should have, they should have handled it behind closed doors. Tupac Outlaw signed with Buck. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they signed the Cashville. They signed there. It was there along with Sibo. Yeah, they signed the Cashville. It was a weird deal to me. Hold on, I'm going to show you too. Hold on, right quick. Because I remember that being a big deal. Hold on, right quick. Hold on, right quick. Yeah, I thought it was real strange. But I guess what they wanted to do, they wanted to reach out to the Southern audience. They did a lot of songs together too. Because they was a part of the Cashville Takeover mixtape. 50 did them bad with that call. Man, I personally, even though they was having friction, because if you look back at 2007, there was already tension mounting right there between Buck and 50. Like, Buck, it started when Buck went up there and he was talking about, he was on 106 in Parker. He was talking about he his own man. He don't condone putting hands on kids. This was around the time when Tony Yayo allegedly smacked up Jimmy Henchman's kid, and that right there was the end of it. Then I think Buck went on he did a show. He did a show, and he just said F 50 Cent and FG Unit, and then afterwards, like a day later, there comes the phone call of him crying on the phone, and it was over. It was over right there for him, for right there for real. Yeah, I was heavy into the Outlaws and didn't like them under the Cashville, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think what it was, man, they tried to tap in that Southern lane because the South was booming. The South was booming around 05, 06, 07. So I think they just wanted to tap in on that to get some extra bread. It was a weird move. It was weird with even seeing Sibo up there, but I understood it was business. But when 50 did that, he lost confidence in running that label. He lost a whole lot of confidence in running that label there, because it's like, damn, dude, you can't even handle your business. You gonna handle my career? Solutions, King. What's good, Black Power? What's good? So then he started dropping diss records on 50 Cent. Then he started clicking up with Game, and because Game was already ousted, 1 minute Game was dissing them niggas, next he wanted the reunion, but at this time I guess he caught him in a bad period, so Game and Buck started doing music together. Buck should take Nelly's advice. Never let him see you sweat. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think. I think 50 was wrong in taping that because I don't think Buck was expecting that because that was supposed to be like a personal phone call. And then I find it crazy is dude. Niggas was defending that, but yet they mad at gunplay. They mad at gunplay for taping this conversation with Envy, but yet they were defending 50 Cent for doing that to Young Buck. And this is and these two have a personal relationship versus Envy and gunplay. So I found that kind of weird. Like niggas be picking favors in this business for real. But yeah, Buck should have taken Nelly's advice. Yeah, man, you don't want to see you sweat, especially you gotta uphold that image as a street rapper. It's tough. Now, if he was somebody like didn't uphold that tough guy image, it would have been nothing. But that did it, Buck, right there. But the cold part about this was, how do we know that it was 50 who take the conversation? It could have been somebody else trying to cause more divide. He did it. No, it was 50, bro. Because 50 posted it up on the his website. This is 50.com. Because if you go ahead and look it up, it'll keep on saying this is 50.com. He posted it on his website. I remember it like yesterday. I was like, damn, dude. Like, damn, this dude crying his heart out. A nigga just be confused. Like, dang, son. See, bro, when Outlaw signed to Cashville was weird. Yeah, it was weird. It was a lot. It was very weird. It was very weird. But I understood, though, man. The Southern Lane was booming, and niggas wanted to get a piece of that pie. So, I don't knock it. But I just thought it was strange. And they did some music together, I believe. They got some music under there in that vault, probably. But this whole thing with Buck and 50, it killed all that. And nobody really wanted to mess with Buck. But the crazy part was Buck was the best member in the group in the terms of quality. Now Lloyd Banks done took that crown. Now Lloyd Banks been killing it. But for almost about a good 15 years, Young Buck was the best, one of my favorite members. Even with all this other shit he got going on. Buck been consistent. I'm talking about with mixtapes and all. He been putting out better music. Even better than 50. He would put out better music than 50 and all. Young Buck got too many issues, but he hope he bounced back. Yeah, he got mad issues, man. Like he in debt. His credibility got hit. Then on top of that, this whole thing with the tranny and stuff. My thing is this, and people want to sit there and down him for that. But I'm like, man, look at the niggas y'all championing though. Lil Wayne and Baby kissed on TV. And y'all sitting there calling that nigga the GOAT. Y'all just brush that aside. But y'all want to sit there and talk about Buck. Come on now. Drake over there showing his nails. He painted his nails today. But y'all want to get on Buck. Come on, man. Let's keep it real here. Young Thug out there wearing a dress, pantyhose and all. And niggas is over there want to get on Buck. Come on, man. Yeah, Buck was the best one. Yeah, man, Buck was consistent. When Buck put out one of my favorite mixtapes was Case Dismissed. Don't forget about Kid Cudi. Niggas still rocking with Kid Cudi, man. Like, what's going on here? What are you talking about? Don't get me started on Ye. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something, man. Even Ye, yo, he out there, yo. Ye out there. Niggas don't be, they just be picking and choosing in this business, man. Lil Wop. Yeah, we can keep on going. We can keep on going, bro. Cause I don't understand, like, people coming at Buck, like, oh man, Buck was there. I ain't seen, last time I checked, I ain't seen Buck and the person together. He kept on putting out good music. So you mean to tell me y'all can't put your head down and enjoy the music, but yet all the fuckery these niggas is doing? Y'all over there listening to Tekashi 6ix9ine? Y'all over there listening to what's his name? All these rappers that wear dresses? Only one I could probably say little niggas ain't listen to is Lil Nas X. Nobody listening to him. I could tell you that straight up. But check this. Check this. Your boy Nas did a song with Lil Nas X. Nobody said nothing. But you getting on Buck? Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, people pick and choose in this game, bro. People be picking and choosing in this business. Yeah, keep the same energy. Yeah. Oh, they be coming with so many excuses. Y'all gonna guilt shame Young Buck for that? But these niggas got Wayne out there kissing another man. I miss my daddy. And boasting about it. And hip hop, they just slide it away. They like, yo, we ain't see that. They did like the Men in Black. They did like, sorry, we ain't see that happening. But y'all calling this nigga the GOAT. That's the day. That's what gets me. But yet, Young Buck, y'all coming after him. Nah, B. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that at all. But Buck had he had mad dope heat. I think the 10 shots and 10 bullets tape, that 10 bullets tape was hard. Now, they did a reunion. Now, see, people don't know this, but they did a reunion in 2014. Yeah, Young Buck getting caught with a T. I can't take him serious. I'm still mad at my regular rapper not being the feature, but appearing in that video. Yeah, man, I mean, I look at it like this, man. Like, these rappers have done far worse and they eating good, so why can't Buck eat? Yeah, he got caught out there, but that's his business. He's still delivering good music to me. You know what I'm saying? These other niggas, y'all putting Lil Wayne on that pedestal. Not you, but they putting Lil Wayne as the GOAT. He out there kissing men. Young Buck and Kid. Yeah, they did. Yeah, going back to what I was saying, they did a reunion. The reunion was actually good. But see, 50 slick though. See, 50 is very calculating. 50 is very calculating. See, the reason why he did that was because he saw Troy Ave blowing up. He saw Troy Ave using his style and kind of really getting out there. Then he put Lloyd Banks on the single, that Your Style joint. Then he had Tony Yayo on another single. And 50 like, nah, nigga. Nah. I'm putting the band back together. I'm crushing your whole empire. Because the next thing you know, the G Unit reunion happened. Because, you know, if you look at it, Troy Ave, they was calling Troy Ave the new 50. He dropped the New York City mixtape. Then if you look at the BSB mixtape, they were copying the G Unit mixtapes in terms of covers and stuff like that. So Cats was trying to say he the new 50. And 50, he's more competitive than Nas and Jay. Because Nas and Jay, they'll just let it slide. 50, on the other hand, he has an ego. He's like, nah, man, I can't let this dude sit there and call himself the new 50. I'm 50, nigga. So next thing you know, as soon as that song started really taking off, the Troy Ave song with Your Style, then he started putting people on the remix, most notably Mason Diddy. That's what 50 like, I'm coming back now. Brought the unit back together. I think it should have lasted. I think it should have lasted a little longer, but there were still issues there with him and Buck. That's not going to get solved. That's not going to get solved at all. And plus, another problem too was with Lloyd Banks. See, a lot of them wasn't really doing a lot of promo together. They wasn't really together like that. You could tell that that brotherhood wasn't close like it was before. They was clearly doing it for the money. They definitely was doing it for the bag. But I think he dropped 2 mixtapes, I believe. It was pretty good. But they were more settled in that lane before. They weren't hungry right before. And you can tell they weren't hungry as before. But Buck was kept on the consistency. Buck and Banks, I think right now Banks has the edge now, because Banks been killing it. Lloyd Banks have been motivated. I'm like, he should have been moving like this for years ago. Beauty of Independence, that's the name of it. The other day we was talking about AEW catered to the coach, and there's an article came out saying Rick Ross appearing on Dynamite with Real Receipt. You have Tony Khan attention. Damn right. Let me tell you this. These people pay attention to what I say. These people pay attention to what Off the Cuff Radio is doing. Screwball Radio. I see it. They don't want to give us the credit, but these niggas is listening, they observing, and they studying. Case of a point. I just did an interview with Corrupt's cousin, The Enemy. He was on the Tales from the Hood soundtrack. He did a lot of stuff. He don't really fuck with dudes like that. But he went ahead and did an interview with us. And that interview is up right now. So then Vlad comes up, dude. He tell me, yo, Vlad hit me up. That ain't a coincidence. These dudes follow us hot. They know where that wave frequency come from. You right about that. These dudes they follow us more than people admit. Yeah, Lloyd Banks energy long overdue. Banks just need to work on some damn south producers. He actually gonna do that. He's actually gonna do that on his next project. He got a project coming with DJ Drama. He gonna drop probably in the summertime or in the fall because he wants to go ahead and get this series here. See, he did this series here to show that he ain't no slouch. That he could straight massacre niggas on that microphone. So he basically did that this series, the Cottony series, as a way to show that he ain't no slouch. He'll eat niggas up. But he's going to go back to experiment with more things on his next project with Drama. He got a project with Drama he dropping real soon. But I'm loving what Banks is doing now. He said Banks can rap, but he's too boring. Yeah, I understand that. Like, you know, his flow ain't for everybody. That's why he needs the right beats to really back him. I understand he's not for everybody. His music ain't a cup of tea for everybody, but he can rap his ass off. I'm telling you. One thing I can respect about Banks though, despite 50 kind of like throwing jabs at him, trying to little nigga him, Banks have never publicly disrespected 50 at all. Never. You're never gonna. That's one thing I could say about Tony Yayo and Banks. Them niggas never gonna disrespect the person that put them on. I can respect that about them, despite the stuff that 50 do, which is petty at times. But you can't help but to respect that. You can't help but to respect that at all. Because in this game, man, everybody be shitting on people that put them on. It's crazy. I understand public critique, but damn, these niggas don't have no love for anybody to give them a break. Just like you see Bow Wow out there dissing Jermaine Dupri. I'm like, dude, Jermaine Dupri popularized your brand. Yeah, Snoop discovered you, but Jermaine Dupri put you on. What you airing JD out for? Without JD, you ain't Bow Wow. It's crazy to be. I ain't never seen ungratefulness like this before. JD made Bow Wow. Exactly. That's the ungratefulness that we dealing with in this game, though. And you see what happened to this nigga career after JD stopped rocking with him. He can't make a hit to save his life now. Lloyd Banks just ain't go out bad like J Hood with D Block, hella goofy. Nah, man. I mean, with Banks knew his position. Banks he came in under a person that understands the business. Now, see with J Hood, big shout out to him. He hella cool with me. That situation is kind of different because see, Jadakiss, Styles, and them dudes, they were just artists coming into the game, trying to transition into entrepreneurs. 50, on the other hand, he didn't do that. 50 understood the leadership role getting in. Even when he got signed and when he got shot and he got blackballed, he resurfaced his vision, so to speak. He changed it to where, okay, I'm coming in with a boss mentality. I'm not coming in with the worker mentality. Now, his work ethic was good. 50's work ethic was phenomenal. He went in, did 2 albums worth. He delivered the label 2 hours worth of material. No nigga can do that. Everybody would just deliver like 5 songs. 50 gave them niggas 2 albums worth of material. So he had the work ethic. When he got shot and blackballed, He transitioned his mindset and became a boss. And then he recruited people under his wing, which was Bang Up Smurf, Domination, Guerrilla Unit, uh, 50th General. Exactly. So he recharged his focus. The Locks didn't really do that at all. They gave Jada Kiss and they gave Styles, they gave them that D Block label because they, just like I said, they gave them an imprint, they sold a lot of records. They put a lot of numbers on the board. They had big contributions. That's what that was all about. So they were just running this through training with. They didn't really know how to market J Hood. And you know, and that happens. That happens to a lot of them. Even with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg went through the same transition. Snoop Dogg and Badass told me this, rest in peace. He said Snoop Dogg is a great businessman for himself, but when it comes to other artists, he fell short at times because we got to understand he was transitioning into that boss role. He been an artist from 93 to 2002. After he left Master P, he started developing Doghouse. He did what Mac 10 did. He signed a lot of people he knew, which was talented in the West Coast. He signed Badass. He signed Doggy's Angels, E. White, Latoya Williams, the East Siders. Who else? Who else was on that motherfucker? He signed a whole lot of people on the West Coast. But when it came to distributing those checks, he found out firsthand what Suge Knight and them was talking about. It's different. It's different when you in the boss role because when you distributing those checks, it's a totally different ball game, y'all. That's why now people are saying, well, damn, he's like Suge Knight. Well, he's like Eazy-E. Let me tell y'all this. It's different. It's different, man. People don't understand that. When you in that CEO position, and artists is very impatient, like they don't understand the work that goes into developing. They don't understand the work as in trying to make transition to this new position. They get impatient. They go to jail. They get in trouble. All types of stuff. And then they take their budget out. You got, if a nigga locked up, let's say a nigga locked up, his bail is $25,000. He don't have $25,000. What's the label gonna do? They gonna take the recording budget, which was probably $10,000, a budget out of this part, and get him out of there. And then a nigga wonder, damn man, they robbed me. Nah, they ain't rob you, dude. They had to take the budget to get you out. They had to take some of your publishing to get you out. People don't understand this side of the game right here. They think I could sign a record deal. I sell and make $3 million. I sell $3 million. I get $3 million. Nope. It don't work that way. It don't work that way, ladies and gents, because you're taking out what was created to create the product. We talking about for tours, production, features, cover art. A lot of this goes on in creating this shit. That's why it's a serious game. You know, it's a whole lot. Setting up the tour schedule, hotel space, lease of the vehicles and travel and transportation. Yo, so much goes into these artists. So this is where I'm bringing this situation along with Young Buck. That's where he's recouping as well. He probably got a better deal with 50 than a lot of niggas did in that day. You know what I'm saying? He's recouping a lot of that. He recouping a lot of that stuff. So in a way, you can't fault 50. You can't really fault 50 because if 50 won't gonna do it, then Jimmy Iovine was gonna do it. Lyor Cohen was gonna do it. But Buck is in a bad space, and I hope everything works out for him, man. Like he's one of the dopest to ever do it. And I'm telling y'all, man, what's the name of that album? That's his best album was Buck the World. That Buck the World album was hard. That should have been his breakout album right there. Have you worked in the music industry? I'm basically a part of the music industry because see, I'm interviewing these guys. You know what I mean? I'm interviewing these guys and I've done production work behind the scenes. I've done a lot of journalism behind the scenes. So a lot of this information I'm processing I get from people that work within. And I can tell y'all from first experience how this thing works. This thing is a business. This thing is a straight business, bro. I mean, people don't understand it. They think this shit is smoke and mirrors. Bruh, a lot of work goes in those meetings. Straight up. But the world is a classic. Yes, sir. But the world is a classic. But yeah, man, but it's like the key is this. You gotta understand. A lot of people come in with the mindset of just getting on, man. A lot of people just come in with the mindset of just, I gotta sign on. I want to buy my mama a house. I want to get out the ghetto. I understand what a lot of these guys think, and you know this industry preys on that. A lot of these guys coming in for these broken homes, rent due, so they looking like shit. I need that $10,000 to pay this rent. Car note due. This $10,000 could save our life. I could get my mom out the ghetto. I could buy her a house. All this stuff. But not knowing the ramifications that come with these contracts. Because see, people just sign the shit and just go by their business because they just want to get on. But man, I've seen these contracts, bro. And these shits was like, it's like you need a lawyer to decode this language. You didn't go to law school. And I'm gonna tell you what the cold part is. You can't even trust these so-called attorneys. These so-called attorneys will rob you too. It is a shiesty business. People think we could look on Instagram, the pool parties, the beautiful women, the nice cars, the big home. Bruh, if only people knew. If only people knew. A lot of these niggas that got money, they don't really have the money that you think they had. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to set up the Patreon to give y'all the truth for that. It ain't what you think it is. But like I said, man, I hope Buck get it together. I'm hoping that he could get this debt paid off. Not only because we want him to put out good music, but you know, I hate to see stories like this, man. I hate to see stories of artists getting swallowed by this jungle. You know what I'm saying? I hate seeing stories like this. It ain't nothing to really laugh at. And people will probably be saying, man, 50 can help him out. I understand from 50's standpoint, I gotta understand it too, because he invested a lot in Buck's brand. So he wants a return on his investment. No different from these white people. I don't like how he recorded the phone conversation and putting his business out there, but it's no different. Cause if 50 wasn't gonna do it, Jimmy Iovine sure was gonna do it. Clive Davis sure was gonna do it. There's artists still in debt, even in debt. So I can't really knock 50 for wanting this money. You know? Even T-Pain said at one time he couldn't afford McDonald's for his kids. Yeah. These guys get desperate, man. I mean, it's tough out here. Very tough out here. And me and my brother Comet was talking about this, man. He was like, yo, the streaming, it killed the interest of a lot of artists. Because see, now, you got to come out every 3 months now. It used to be where you could put out an album, let that shit boil, put out 3 to 4 singles, come back another 2 years. Like how Redman used to do it. Redman, when he used to record albums, he used to come out every 2 years. You can't do that no more. Can't do that no more, man. Now you got to come out every 3 months. That's why Griselda, in a way, they're still relevant because of this. Because they put out product every single month. But at the same time, Oversaturation kills the demand. Even with the new album that West Side Gun put out from the guy, hold on, what's this guy name, man? It's called Naxaw. Hold on, let me look him up real quick. Oh, let me see if I can look him up. It's Naxaw. What's this nigga name? Hold on, we trying to get his name real quick. West Side Gun curated his album. Hold on, I'm trying to get his name. ST Knack. Now I listened to some of his stuff and it was like, it was okay. But it sounds like Griselda. Like, it's like the sound is getting a little repetition. And I can't blame them because, they got to put out product. Look at how many albums West Side Gun and Conway and Benny have dropped since people started noticing them. It's just too much music coming out. Yeah, because you're not really getting a chance to really let it breathe. You're not getting the chance to really come up with new content. Like, for example, now, some niggas just good with it. Some niggas just good with it. Like Ice Cube, he caught the genie in the bottle 4 times. Cube dropped America's Most Wanted in 1990. The Predator, Death Certificate in 91. The Predator in 92. Lethal Injection in 93. In 94, he took a break. 95, he took a break. 96, he came out with the West Side Connect album. But a lot of these guys, they're not really that creative like Cube is. And they feel they got to come out. Like, even with NBA Youngboy, you see how he flooded the market. He got to keep up because he knows his fan base, their attention span is low. That's why this nigga dropping 4 albums a month. 4 albums a month. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you know what? In return, with streaming, and I said this for years, it cheapens the value of the music. Because now there's so much music out, you lose track on what's out. You lose track on really building a connection with these artists. Even when they start dropping movies straight to streaming, nobody really investing in it no more. Quentin Tarantino talked about this. He said he's not going to put his movie straight to streaming because he feel like he's doing it in a microwave way. Like, he's spending time in creating the scripts, getting the right directors, getting the right actors, getting the right filming. Only to throw that shit on a streaming site that people ain't gonna watch anyway? Nah. He wants that personal connection with his audience. That's why he focuses on movie theater releases. Cause see, when you go to the movies, you don't have no option to scroll. You don't have no option to scroll to another movie if you don't like this one. You're invested in this movie here. That's what the movie experience used to bring, and music need to bring that back. But see, people done got so lazy. They don't want to really. They got lazy and they got spoiled. Spoiled from the simple fact that in the 90s, in the 90s and the 2000s, when the culture was fresh, MTV, BET, all these people were pumping out good music from everybody. Now people don't have the patience, or they're just lazy to go and look for the music. Like, you go to all these nostalgia Instagram pages, you see what was coming out around then, nigga. Man, we had heat everywhere. Every genre was on point. Movies was on point. So people feel like, damn, I don't feel like searching. I don't feel like searching for it. Luckily for us, that people that love the culture, we search for the new talent. The new talent, if anything. I love interviewing new talent, if anything, because they're not as guarded. They're hungry for exposure. I find so much new talent, man. A lot of these niggas, they flink on later on. Because this is a dick riding culture as well. They're not going to interview you unless you get a certain follow. Just like the girl Scarlett. Nobody was rocking with Scarlett. Now the industry's on her back. Now you got Vlad TV want to interview her. Now you got Snoop Dogg doing songs with her. It's the industry. I mean, it's a coattail riding business. You know, it's coattail riding. And if the majors stamp you, everybody want to jump on the piggyback ride. Once a nigga take a picture with Jay-Z at a brunch, oh, everybody want to collab. Everybody want to co-sign. But when you just putting your stuff out there, niggas don't want nothing at all. He want the Ice Spice. Exactly. Major point. Now everybody on it. Taylor Swift is on there. Hopping on the wave. Hopping on the wave. Nicki Minaj was smart and capitalized on it. I tell you, this industry is something else, man. I see it every day, man. I bet you Ice Spice tried to come at these same people last year. We ain't rocking with you. Even Flex, old punk ass, over there payola taking ass nigga. We ain't rocking you. We ain't dropping no bombs for this shit, this chick. We real hip hop over here. We don't drop bombs here. You know what we do? We play that real hip hop. For niggas in tin boots and smoke Newports and drink hot wings. We don't play no Ice Spice here. We don't drop bombs for Ice Spice. What's a Ice Spice? We don't do that. This is hip hop. Next year, that bag come through. Ice Spice is the hottest thing going right now. Oh my God, this joint is crazy. That's the shit we dealing with, bro. These niggas will flip the script in a minute for a bag, bro. I'm telling you. Now, she got money put behind her. Everybody want a piece of the wave. It never fails. It never fails, bro. But I'm telling you, man. But I just wanted to wrap that up with y'all, man. Like, I wanted to get y'all opinion about this Young Buck thing. I wanted to go and do a little live because, you know, I was going to do the live with Remedy to talk about this, but, you know, she had things going on. But nevertheless, man, I want y'all to also subscribe to the King Eric Productions page, too. See, what's going to happen is this, y'all. When I get subscribers on 100K, I'm not going to be on this page like that. I'm just going to leave this page open. I'm going to be more focusing on the King Eric Productions page and build that page up so that way I can have both of these joints popping off. So, subscribe to the King Eric Productions page. I'm about to be out of here. I'll be back probably this week to give y'all some more lives or some more content or whatever. Let me know. Peace out. Much love. I love y'all. Catch us again this week.